Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to one and all, to this majestic team. Today, this morning, and the time which is going to unfold right after is going to be really special and extraordinary, because today is going to set the tone and pave a benchmark and also the way forward to 2026, which is going to allow us just not to transform, but while we transform, make sure we are inculcating a lot of spirits with a lot of synergies and getting in the energies to draw in a lot of inspiration from the stakeholders, from the front runners, from our leaders, and also making sure that we are putting an authority of ambition with passion and promise. Ladies and gentlemen, once that is achieved, celebration is no mean feat. But the celebration has to be about the achievements, the accolades that you've earned while you learn. Well, with this, it is time to welcome this beautiful team. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Priyesh Palkar, and I take immense pleasure in welcoming to the magnanimous team of conglomerate that we have Total Energies for our Transform, Energize, Celebrate 2026, the power of progress. And may the progress may not be a talk, but be it a benchmark. But I believe for it to roll like a juggernaut, the applause needs to keep coming, because the kind of synergies that we want for the transformation starts with you, with the people sitting right here under this roof. Come on, give it up, keep clapping, keep applauding, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm pretty sure we all will be taking a pledge to transform and continue to challenge the status quo, reinventing how we work and shaping a future that reflects our ambition. And while we transform, let's not forget the energies which are really essential. While you come to work, bring in those, and that is going to fuel our teams with passion, creativity, and collaboration. Energy is what turns ideas into impact and ambition into achievement. And as we move forward, we will celebrate not just our successes, but also our achievements, but with resilience, creativity, and collective spirits. And as we speak about collective spirits, I think now is the best time to show what a collective spirit is looking like. So shall we all start the morning with a huge round of applause one more time, Total Energies. That was incredible. But first things first, ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our formal event, safety is of utmost importance, and I would like to invite our hotel security manager, Mr. Warren, on stage for a briefing all of us on the safety standards of the hotel. You absolutely succeeded on that front. But thank you so much for that lovely and energetic safety briefing. Thank you, my lovely audience. With that, ladies and gentlemen, it is before we move ahead, a quick but important reminder at Total Energies, safety is just not a value, it is a way of life. Whether on site, whether on the roads or at the workplace, every action counts. So now I would like to invite Himanshu Parekh for the safety moment. Can we have a huge round of applause for Himanshu Parekh, please? Yes, this was indeed the start, but now let's come to the very serious end. Now, let's talk about transformation, that one of the key highlights, and also what is the town hall revolving around. Now, this is just not a lingo that we are talking about. Transformation indeed starts with a mindset. And transformation begins with vision and leadership. It now gives me a great pleasure to invite Thibaut Lozio, Chairman and MD, South Asia, TEMIPL, to kindly step up and take the spotlight and deliver a fitting opening keynote. Can we have a louder round of applause, please? A big thank you to Thibaut for setting the context, reminding us how every step we take is going to shape our tomorrow. Thank you, wonderful ladies and gentlemen. If we did not hear an amazing applause for the leader of the ship, for the visionary, who has been steering the ship which we all are sailing into towards one direction. But talking about building of that vision, let us now hear it from the business and the functional leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, the learnings and achievements of 2025 are going to be enlightened, and the ones who will be taking us through the HSSA 2025 wins and overview of 2026. Please join me in welcoming on the stage Pankaj Prasad. Thank you, ladies ladies and gentlemen, needs to go out to both Kishore and Pankaj. Can we have a huge round of applause, please? Your insights really reinforce how safety, sustainability, and operational excellence go hand in hand as we continue to transform our journeys ahead. And before we go into the next segment, ladies and gentlemen, a few house rules in place. May I request everyone to kindly, I know I'm pretty sure there could be a lot of cricket matches going on, a lot of notifications might be buzzing on your phones. I earnestly request you to kindly put your phones on silent so that it doesn't take away the attention of our humble speakers. And second most important thing, not an house rule, but really just wanted to, out of context, wanted to understand how many Star Wars fans in the house? Taken aback? You might be thinking, where is this coming from? Oh, lovely, those are so many, like almost 40% hands going up. And you must be thinking, wow, a beautiful, great LED, lovely ambience, cozy atmosphere. Are we going to be watching a movie? Don't get too ambitious on that front, ladies and gentlemen. Hold your horses, but you definitely need to get a little ambitious on the financials part and try to understand how financials of 2025 and 2026 are going to be looking like for TEMIPL. Ladies and gentlemen, to put the context up straight and of course a little bit here and there about the Star Wars, let's invite on the stage from the financials team, from the corporate affairs team, can we have Smriti Parekh on the stage, please? Wow, how exciting times we've just spent right here, last 15 minutes, and kudos needs to go straight to Smriti Parekh, Shweta Shah and Neeraj Nair for driving us through the corporate affairs updates. Now this segment was all about, yes, we did celebrate looking at the numbers, looking at the achievements. While we did that, we are also seeing the energies and the synergies being spread out and also carving a way ahead. And a vision 2026 was etched on everyone's vision. So I believe this segment was all about the theme that we are here celebrating, transform, energize and celebrate. And it only proves that we are just not here naming and keeping a title just for the sake, but we are rather walking the talk. So round of applause for this amazing segment, ladies and gentlemen. And having learned a lot about the financials, now it's time to move ahead. Now the next segment is gonna be an update again, yes, but this is gonna connect straight to you all. Do you have any idea, any guesses, what updates are we looking at up next? Come on, say it out, come on. Let's start speaking. We've been listening to our speakers, humble speakers for a while. Let's hear it from my audiences. All right, the management was not supposed to give out because you are the ones who planned the flow. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now to head our heads and get a few updates about human resources and admin. And to present the same, can we have Richa Singh on the stage, please? A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, that was truly fitting, ladies and gentlemen. A huge round of applause to Richa Singh and Sukriti for delivering such a phenomenal session. And also let the applause continue. May it continue for all the names and all the gentlemen, all the ladies who put their hands up and thriving towards success and continued growth. Can we give a huge hand? And also I believe it is just not the people right here under this roof who will be doing it. Pretty sure that we've got our fellow colleagues joining from Bangalore and other regions in India as well. A big hi and hello to them. I hope you all are also having a fitting time and also enjoying the success together. Till now, we've been listening and downloading a lot of information. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to take a different route. Time to switch the gears, ladies and gentlemen. I believe a lot of information needs to be processed, so there has to be a way, there has to be a measure that actually helps us drive in and soothe in and inculcate all that information. So let me give you a way. Let's regroup together and let's raise some energies, because it's been a while we've been listening to our humble dignitaries, to the humble speakers delivering. Now it's time for you all to deliver right now. May I request everyone able, can we please stand? Looking amazing. Now since we've come here, it is a customary thing for me to be asking one common question, which I did not write at the start because so was our show flow for the day. The question is very simple. How is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? You thought maybe something tricky, a googly is coming your way? Definitely not. Let's keep things easy peasy because let's leave the complications to the slides and the presentations. But I believe they're not as complicated, they're as easy because you are thriving for the same achievement and the same success. And this is going out to the people watching us live from Bangalore and Pan India. I hope you're doing fantastic. But the question is exactly the same. How is everyone doing today? You are going to give me that answer, but with the louder energies, with loudest energies, let us all speak from our diaphragm and let go of all the tensions, all the stress. If you are carrying any, I believe the space and the kind of presentations are not letting you have any. So what we do, just like we are looking ahead at 2026, we are marching with one common goal. So for all of us to be in sync, we'll be doing something together in sync, which is the back. Can we all say together? What are we going to be doing? We'll be doing a dab. That is perfect. How many of you know how to do a dab? Put your hand up. Everyone, if you're wearing a blazer, nice suit, unbutton yourself because you will find the need to. Lovely. Step number one, if you know it, perfect. If not, let's practice. Step one, outstretch your left hand. Everyone, now show me where's your left. Everyone, are we steering in the right direction? Led by the mighty forces. Lovely, perfect. Upright, slanting, right there, like you're taking off and screaming towards 2026. Perfect. Now step two, your right hand needs to keep swirling in from beneath to above. Holdings exactly parallel to your left hand. Yes. Super. A little upward, a takeoff. We don't have to go straight. This is not going to lead us anywhere. We have to take a flight upright to 2026. Lovely. I love secretly what you're doing. We might incorporate that. But there's a step number 3. You have to duck your head. Duck your head, everyone. And while you duck that, if you could do something with your leg, nothing like it. Watch me go. If you can just twist your leg without tripping off. Lovely, perfect. Let's quickly practice. Everybody, give me a step 1. Energies. Let's spread in the energies. In 3, 2, 1. How is everyone doing today? Hold it. How is everyone doing today? Hold the pose, Amanda. Hold the pose. How is everyone doing today? Fantastic. Give a thunderous round of applause. Let it reach the skies and tell them that Total Energies team has arrived. Thank you so much. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's take this moment into our next segment. And the next segment is about going to be TCAP updates. Now, we were looking at 1 or 2 people coming up on the stage, but this time it's not going to be one, it's going to be a trio, and one of them has already started to take up. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge hand to Mandit Racco, along with Ashok Kumar Goyal, and joining them is Anand Harpindu. Triple treat, triple the energy, triple the applause, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you so much, Mandy. And she was also clubbed with Anand and Ashok Kumar Goyal right at the start. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a huge hand for the entire trio who are up there? Thank you so much for enlightening us on the TCAP updates, and with that, which we are heading into our next updates, which are going to be revolving around strategy and development. And to enlighten us, ladies and gentlemen, can we have on the stage Ashu Gupta? Well, sorry, I'll beg to differ there. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, no, not yet, no lunch yet. there's a little more something, but I should say it was such an informative and entertaining session. So it's only fair to say it was an infotaining session. Give it up. Unlike all the other sessions, a big thank you to Sagar Bhosle, Digant Thakkar, Sumit Srivastav, and to our main speakers, S.R. Prasad, and what to tell about Ashu Gupta. Ashu Gupta, let me ask you, have you tried your hand at stand-up comedy? If not, you definitely should. Sorry, not audible enough. I hope you've tried it. If not, you should you should definitely give a thought. Post-retirement, yeah, the HRs are listening. Oh. Great one. One mic drop encounter during the segment, another mic drop encounter. Now get up for such an entertainer and a great presenter, Ashu Gupta, ladies and gentlemen. She's kept us enthralled and kept us entertained all the while, and with just taking the momentum ahead into one final segment. Mr. Priyesh Prasad, I know you all are hungry, but let's hear it from Sanjay Vyas and Nitin More about legal and compliance updates, please. Well, that's been that on the digital updates, ladies and gentlemen. A big round of applause to Mr. Sanjay Vyas and Nitin More. With that, yes, we're gonna break into the lunch, but before that, I generally keep my promises, unlike my co-host right up there. I did promise a few gifts, and let me call upon the winners to grab hold of this beautiful surprises. To begin with, can we have Rajit Rajagopal, Meha Murarka, and Srinivas Kurala on the stage, please. These are the champions who proved it not just by being here attending it, but also through their actions. And I'm pretty sure through their actions it was very clear they are ready to transform and show us the energy which is required to take us through 2026. And here we are celebrating this in front of all of us and allowing you a great chance and opportunity in the post-lunch session. Ladies and gentlemen, to begin with, the first winner, who was full of energy, could have done a little better than that, to give him the insight on how he's performed is winning the first winning prize of the day. And that is Srinivas for all of us. And the lady who joined him, definitely showing in glimpses of more energy right up there. Absolutely no comparison, but what I could see, I'm just going by the facts. And give it up for Meha Murarka, ladies and gents. And the one, thank you so much. The one who stood out of all of you who came up by churning the brains and brainstorming and getting it right on point. The challenge is the one, yes, all of us are going to be encountering and overcoming. The one who gets it right gets the biggie of the first session. Give it up for Rajit Rajagopal. Champions celebration time. Please come right at the center. Let's pose for a picture with that, ladies and gentlemen. Total Energies, you've been phenomenal through the course of our first half of the day. And with this, let's take a lunch break. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a very warm welcome and thank you for joining us back at our segment number 2, or we can call it our post-lunch session right here at Transform, Energize, Celebrate 2026, the power of progress town hall for Total Energies. Let's start our second session with a huge round of applause, please, and let's show in and kicking some energies. I believe everyone is filled up by now and recharged and rejuvenated, and with that, let's take the momentum where we had left previously a few minutes back. Let's continue with the same. Ladies and gentlemen, first up, we all would be looking at sustainability. Now, this is just not a term, this is the need of the hour, the times that we are living in. The world requires sustainable moments going on across now and again. And it is only a pleasure and a delight that we at Total Energies are abiding by the same. To shed some more light, we will be inviting the first segment to be the sustainable moment. And to tell us more about it, let us have on the stage with a huge round of applause, Kanchan Dahiya. Let's regroup by 2 p.m. possibly. Now to deliver a business update on LPG, we have a virtual speaker, ladies and gentlemen, joining all the way from Bangalore. So may you all look at the screen, inviting in the virtual space Manish Sharma for the LPG business updates. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we come to the end of
a chance for a photograph.
The LPG business updates. Let's give a huge hand to Mr. Manish and Mr. Subramaniam firstly. And before we head into the next segment, two things. Total Energies, like what have you done? Now, teleportation was a thing that we know of, we've heard of, but we actually saw it to be a thing today. Manish, the gentleman who was supposed to deliver this all the way from Bangalore, is present right here, teleported in the real time. Now, wow, Eureka moment! Achieved. How did you do that, Manish? We will definitely figure that out. But eventually, second thing, Sukriti, by any chance, I'm pretty sure Manish was auditioning to be the host for your next town hall. Manish, I'm pretty sure you have my passing remarks. And Sukriti, if you're trying to have him on board, no, we can do a co-hosting. Sorry, do not take my job away. That is what I plead to you. But incredible bass and great presentation. Where is Manish? Wherever he is right now, can we give a huge hand to Mr. Manish, please? Super stuff. Definitely hosting opportunities unlocked. With that, ladies and gentlemen, he's getting some other gigs as well. You're getting signed up for other gigs, I believe. All right, why not? Well, coming back to our business updates, ladies and gentlemen, we just heard about from the two gentlemen about the LPG business updates. Now is the time to get a few insights and showing us the way forward. Ladies and gentlemen, to give in the Luke's business updates, we're going to be calling on the stage with a huge round of applause. Can we have Shilpa Malik? And having done with the special fluid updates, I'm pretty sure we all have a great understanding about how did it go in 2025 and what can we look forward to in the upcoming 2026. Now next up, very vital, ladies and gentlemen, we would be the next segment is going to be revolving around Slack updates. And to enlighten us, may I want to invite on the stage with a round of applause, Venkatesh Vishwanathan. It's indeed phenomenal. And a great presentation and lovely act and great message delivered by firstly the youth out there to the girls. Can we have a huge hand once again, ladies and gentlemen, for being on point, for making sure we are walking in sync with what the requirements are out there in the world, and fittingly and commendably led by Kanchan as well. Can we have a warm round of applause to Kanchan Dahiya? And with that, now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure you might want to see something extraordinary. When I say that, it is time for me to put you into an adventure spree. Yes, you heard that right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get enthralled where our corporate affairs team is gonna race against time, technology and workflows to ensure every payment finds its way home. Today, you will witness the real drama of invoices on the run, approvals in hot pursuit, and a cast of characters determined to turn chaos into clarity. Get ready for a fast-paced, fun-filled journey through the twists and turns of payment processing, where every saved rupee and streamlined step is a victory worth celebrating. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming with a huge round of applause a team full of artists, aka Corporate Affairs, on the stage, please. One of the hands is busy drawing in the comments. Let's first get done with that and now focus all the energies back to the stage, because all the artists who delivered a phenomenal message, a wonderful skit, and a great adventure that unfolds in an office space. And how do you go about it? And the things which are usually untold have been brought in front of the screen for all of us to see in a very fun and a comical way. I don't know when did they vouch for all this time, but however they've done, what you've done is exceedingly well. Okay, before that, we can check what's causing payment delays. Updates. How many of you picked on that rightly? You did? Are you sure you are the one who's awake? Your very attention to detail is one of the key factors. I'm pretty sure there's a team building which is going to be happening towards the end. Towards the later half of the day, you'll be needing a lot of attention to detail in place. And gentlemen, you're raising your hand up. Can you just stand up and say hi to everyone? Can we applause for him, because he's the one who picked it. There's a little hair up and he's spotted, and we love it. Which means the gentleman is awake, and so is so many of you. With that, ladies and gentlemen, yes, since I could see a little lapse here and there, let me awaken you up. Can I request everyone able to please stand once again? The select updates are done with. Now let's just re-energize and get the energies going. And whoever was planning to kindly buzz off, hello, come back, it's good afternoon. Super. So now I need to understand from all of you, like,
in 2025, the way the year has been progressed, and plus going again ahead in 2026. Also, if you minus the corporate affairs, even in your personal life or in your professional life before this organization, or probably college days, school days, in whatever walks of life you've been in, there's one thing that has been absolutely common and you guys have been dealing with. May I know which thing am I talking about? Come on. Shoot in the answers. There's no wrong answer to it. Learn. Discipline, indeed. You got a lot on you? Yeah, okay. All right. It was with a very nonchalance. Yeah, lovely.
Money now for salaries.
और
इतना भी सच नहीं बोला था मैं.
we have a number. I heard a third thing actually which I cannot speak out right now. We are, yeah, friendships. Come on, more. Okay, let me just. Challenges, yes, coming to the main part. Challenges is something that we have been dealing with day in, day out. Is that correct? Do we all agree? Together? Is that a yes? Perfect. So how do we deal with challenges? So even I deal with challenges. Obviously, we as humans, we all come across challenges. There are situations where you want to overcome those, but there has to be a go-to person, a role model that you keep looking forward to. I certainly have one. And whenever I'm in a situation, I fall back on Rocky Balboa. How many of you know about Rocky Balboa? Come on, put your hands up. Proudly, proudly. Yes, can you all make some noise for Rocky Balboa, please? And the rest of you wondering who's Rocky Balboa, let me quickly give you a gist. So Rocky Balboa is a boxer. No, not like this. Because he's a southpaw. So Sylvester Stallone has played in Rocky Balboa. It's a series of movie. Rocky is the name itself. There have been 7 to 9, if I'm not right, if I'm not wrong with the number. So what about the series? Do you know Sylvester Stallone, by the way? If you do not, have you watched Rambo? Yeah, the actor who played Rambo is exactly Sylvester Stallone, who plays Rocky, and he is my inspiration. He is my go-to person. And why Rocky? Why boxing comes into the play? Because what I learned from Rocky is, it's not about how hard you get hit. It's about how hard you get hit, you fall down, but you come back and you give it back. That is what Rocky teaches all of us, and that is why he is my go-to person. So today, we'll be taking a lot of inspiration from Rocky. We'll be taking a lot of learning, and we will be learning how to tackle away the challenges the Rocky way. Are you ready? Total energies. Are we ready? Total energies. Nah, DJ, hold on. Not it. Unlike you. Alright, but thank you, I loved it. Give it up for our sound master, please. That was on point. So what we do, we will start boxing away the challenges. Yes, you heard that right. So you don't need to be a southpaw, whatever. If you're a right-hander, put your left leg in front. If you do not know the stance, if you know it, great. And let us all start boxing away the challenges. Now remember, the challenges are coming to us at a quite moderate rate, so we can afford to box them away by doing a 1 and a 2. 1, 2. Come on, let's try to inculcate Rocky by boxing away the challenges. 1, 2. Oh, undercut. Want to give out on the challenges, but and keep giving it back, just like the Rocky. To all the champions of Total Energies, make some noise for yourselves. And to the special champions who are up there, and to the one who answered you right, are gonna go home with some special surprise today. Thank you so much. Yes, you're getting your prizes. Do not forget to collect it.